Now, I want to shift topics for just a second and talk a little bit, and I'll be happy to entertain some questions at the end of this. But I want to shift topics for just a second and talk a little bit about West Tennessee. I am the only candidate in this race from West Tennessee. I understand Memphis. I grew up coming to Memphis, Tennessee. The very clothes I have on my body, I bought in Memphis, Tennessee, I can assure you. You know, I didn't get in this race and suddenly go to downtown Memphis for the first time. I well understand what's happening down here in this Shelby County and what we need to do to help this city move forward. There's a great entrepreneurial spirit in Memphis, Tennessee, always has been. Starting out with Mr. Saunders and moving on to Fred Smith. There has been an entrepreneurial spirit in Memphis, Tennessee for years. Tennessee is one of the top 5 states in the country for entrepreneurial development. And Memphis, Tennessee makes a great contribution to that. As y'all know, Mayor Wharton has already endorsed me, and I really look forward to being able to work with him to see that Memphis reaches its full potential. But let me also say this. For the next 4 years, you're going to see a lot of me in Memphis, Tennessee, no matter what, because my son is starting this fall at Rhodes College, and he'll be playing football and he'll be playing baseball. And I will try to go to every game that he is possibly playing in. And I guarantee you, his mother is going to be at every one of those games without any question. My wife is from Covington, Tennessee, so she obviously grew up coming here as well. So you will be seeing a lot of me in Memphis, Tennessee on a very personal basis. I will be down here quite frequently. As I've traveled the state, I do want to tell you as good Democrats that from Shelby County to Mountain City, from Tiptonville over to Benton, which is in Polk County, east of Chattanooga, I've been in all 95 counties and visited with the leadership there in all these counties. I well understand what the infrastructure needs are going to be to help create jobs here in this state. I visited with Mayor Wharton about that very issue. And I feel confident in my ability to be able to deliver the resources that we're going to need to create jobs here in this state. I do want to say this. I learned one really important lesson from my father. The most important job of being governor is to put the interest of the Tennessee working families first. If you do that and use that as your compass, everything else falls in line. I know that was a different time, but I believe those values were as true then as they remain today. And I need your help and your support for me to get elected. I need a huge turnout in Shelby County in order to be successful in running for governor. And I guarantee you, getting elected governor, I'll make things happen in Shelby County that will be good for the working families of this state. I've got that commitment from Mayor Wharton, and I know that I can work with him to really help advance the interest of Memphis. Memphis has got a very glorious future. It's got a wonderful past, but it's got an even more glorious future. But you've got to have a governor who understands Shelby County, Memphis, and what that potential is, and how that economic engine in this state can help move this area forward. But I truly need your help. I need your shoulder to the wheel. And I need for you to help out with these legislative candidates. As I've traveled the state from one end to the other, I can tell you we've got the strongest slate of legislative candidates that I have seen in a number of years. I was 12 when my father went to the legislature, and I've seen every 2 years a slate of candidates in this state. But I've never seen a stronger slate of candidates than I've seen this year. With your help and your support, I know that the Democrats can take back control of the legislature. And once they do, they'll be focused on the interest of the working families of this state, and not on all this other mumbo jumbo that they spend all their time on up there for 90 days. And that's what we've got to have to move this state forward. But in order to do that, I've got to have y'all's help and support. They have to have your help and support. And we have to have a unified party and a unified message. And that message has to be about job creation and about electing Democrats. And with y'all's help and your support, that's what we're going to do.